Hello Aquarius, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. A couple of cards have just come out for you. We've got two fours. We've got Pentacle for Mercury Capricorn and Cup for Neptune Cancer. So when the fours come out, fours are all about foundations. It would suggest that you're working on some foundational things at this moment to do at this moment to do with your resources, to do with how happy you are where you're at this moment in time. So it could be looking at how happy you are in your home space, how happy you are in your workspace. So I do feel like those kind of energies are coming in super, super strong for you here, Aquarius. And yeah, let's see what else is coming out for it. So this reading is for December the 16th through to the 31st. So we have made it to the end of the year. So happy holiday season to all of you, and Merry Christmas to those of you that celebrate Christmas. And yeah, there's lots of big energies coming in the end of the year. There is full moon in Gemini on the 19th. We're moving from Sagittarius season into Capricorn season. There's also the final Saturn and Uranus square that occurs on Christmas Eve on December the 24th, which is the old versus the new. And it's very much that final opportunity. There's something been asking you to change the whole year, and it's a question of this is where the pressure is coming on to kind of really step into something or change something. So that's coming through. And yeah, Uranus is very much on your side, Aquarius. So it's going to be really wanting to help liberate and free you from some stuff. We've got 1-5 Sun Leo coming in. So it does feel like there could be some reality checks. There could be some conflict around these foundations that you're building at this moment in time. So we're wanting to really look at that, give it a good look and see what's coming in here for you. So yeah, there's lots of energies. The other nice thing that's happening is Jupiter is moving into Pisces at the end of the month, which is a beautiful energy and will bring a lot more creativity, mysticism, spirituality, and compassion, and more hope moving into 2022, which is actually a really nice energy. Speaking of which, the 2022 yearly forecasts are out. So if you're interested in getting a comprehensive view of what's coming in for you in 2022, the link for that is in the description box below. So I feel like, this is very much a very frank assessment of where you're at, the foundations of what it is that you're building, and very much going, what do I want to bring into 2022? We also have the solstice coming in on the 21st and 22nd, depending on where you are in the world. And that is astrologically more of a new year than the 1st of January. So let's look. Here you are. You've turned up the King of Swords. And I want to also mention, Aquarius, that this reading is for Aquarius Sun, Moon and Rising. So I always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are to get the fuller picture of what's going on for you. And it's a general reading, Aquarius. Just take what feels right, leave the rest. If it does really resonate, there is an extended reading. The link for that is in the description box below. 10 of Pentacles. So I really feel like there's something that you're wanting to do here and you're feeling a bit blocked by some kind of form of security that's coming in. We've got the King of Cups coming through, the 6 of Swords. So this is where you are deep down. You're ready to move. You're ready to make a move or to move on from something. You're wanting things to start flowing, which is actually really important. The 6 of Cups. Okay, so something have been confronted by a memory or something from the past has come back, which has kind of given you a yearning for more on an emotional level. The 9 of Wands in the near future. So you're getting there. You're at the tail end of a cycle. And that's where I feel like you're ready to step into something new here. So the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior and could be a little bit tired, at the end of the year with this 9 of Wands coming in. So really it's an energy of taking a bit of a break. The Queen of Swords. Okay, so you've got the King and the Queen of Swords, and we've got that nice balance between the masculine and the feminine coming in. There could be a very highly compatible relationship on the cards here. Which is actually really nice. But I think more also this could be more of an internal space that's coming through. We've got the Lovers, so there's choice to be made. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. wanting more balance. And we have the King of Pentacles. Lots of kings coming into your reading here. And I just want to pull one more for him, the Ten of Wands. Okay. And at the base, you've got the Devil. Okay. So this is very much where I feel like you're feeling a little bit stuck in an energy. So the Four of Pentacles, the Mercury Capricorn energy that's coming in here, that can definitely be an energy of staying in something for too long and perhaps for the wrong reasons. It may have created some stability. Yeah, it could have been really good. So it's like a relationship, a job, a situation, an energy. And it's like, yeah, it's been good. It's provided some sort of building block here. But it's time. I kind of feel like you've got this energy of wanting to move beyond it. So wanting to feel free. So it's like, you know, you crossed here by the Ten of Pentacles. Is there something like you need to provide some kind of security or stability that comes in with a job or a home that you're feeling confined and constricted by now, and you're wanting to move beyond that. So we're seeing that with the Devil energy coming in. Now, you're presenting as the King of Swords, the situation, is the King of Swords crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. So this is kind of, the King of Swords is the energy of Aquarius. It's the card of Aquarius. So I do feel like this represents you, although you are also turning up as the Queen of Swords. So that's why I feel like this is a more of a, something's going on inside your mind that you're kind of processing, and you haven't really kind of worked out how to take action yet on it, because you've got these three kings which represent action, taking action on ideas, or it could be having lots of meetings or consultations with people about this. But the King of Swords, you know, it represents a strategy. It represents, you know, wanting a strategy to be able to move forward, but feeling a little bit stuck with this Ten of Pentacles. This could be that there could be some kind of, it feels like something, it does feel like something is over, but it in itself, that could be blocking you with this Ten of Pentacles. So it may be knowing that something needs to be let go of in order to move forward, which can be quite hard if it's such a fixed energy that's coming through here. It feels like a big solid thing is right in front of you, and it's hard to kind of let go of that because it does feel quite secure. So yeah, I totally understand that. But I think it may be that you're getting some very interesting, you're kind of fixing in on an idea, that you're thinking of what it is that you want to do, and maybe thinking of detaching from something that feels like it's just could be getting a bit boring at this moment, Aquarius. You're ready to move on. So you're crowned by the King of Cups. And this is kind of interesting because the King of Cups energy is very much about wanting to follow your heart, take action on what emotional direction you're being drawn into. This can also be being master of your own emotion, not the other way, but it's like wanting to find some kind of deeper connection here with somebody, or with wanting to go deeper into something. Because the Pentacle Four that is crowning you definitely could be around that you are needing to save money. And maybe you're wanting to save money for a home, or save some money for something big and solid. So this is where you know, it is kind of, it's like something you want to do, something you have to do, but at the same time, it restricts your freedom a little bit as well. The Pentacle Four can also be, like we said, what are you holding on to tightly to that you're not letting go and making room for new growth? Now, the Four of Cups is around your emotions, Neptune, Cancer coming in. So this could be around your home, boundaries around the home. It can also be around love and compassion around the home, wanting to bring more of that in, expanding the love inside a home. So this is actually something that I think is coming in. And this is where, with that also next to the Four of Pentacles, that it can also be where you're feeling frustrated and bored within a situation and ready to kind of move on. So yeah, there could be conflict around that. And if there is some sort of conflict that you are feeling, and it may not be the whole thing, it might just be there's a little bit of that there. It could be bigger, but it's showing you that you're ready to move beyond. And so this King of Cups energy is also saying, if this is a relationship or if this is something that you want, like I'm kind of getting research for some of you, Aquarius, like going deep into information and learning, just going deeper into a connection of even a sense of what it is that you're doing. So it's just wanting more depth, where it's feeling like this is kind of, it served you for a moment, but it's not really going anywhere now. We've got the Six of Swords, and it's interesting we're moving into Capricorn season because all this Capricorn energy of the devil and the Mercury Capricorn, the Pentacle 4 that's crowning you, is showing you where those energies are stuck. And we'll have a look at that in a sec. But at the base, we've got the Six of Swords. This is the energy that's happening deep down. And this is where you've actually moved on. You actually already have, like inside your mind, there is this sense of ready to go. So this could actually be quite literally you're thinking of moving, or quite literally you want to go traveling of some sort and you're feeling quite restricted here. So this Six of Swords is showing you that there's a part of you inside your mind that you've moved on from, but there's these other elements around you that are holding you in a very different space. In the recent past, we've got the Six of Cups. And this is very much with the Four of Cups above it. This is either an energy from the past, a trip down memory lane, something or someone from the past comes back. And it triggers something within you that there is more out there for you. So maybe it's kind of, I feel like it's just triggered like, wanting to move on somehow. So it's kind of interesting. It's an energy from the past because the King of Swords is all about stepping into the future. And it's kind of going, okay, well, let's look at where I am in my present. And at the moment, it's feeling a bit like, okay. No, it's not quite aligned here. We have in the near future the Nine of Wands. So this is where you kind of really... You got the 9 and the 10 of Wands. You are so ready to let something go. You're seeing that you're putting a lot of time and effort into something and it's just not working. You know, it's not getting reward for effort. The amount of effort you're putting in, and it might even be this realization that it's not going to get you to where you want to get to. So it kind of feels like you're kind of pushing up against a wall here, Aquarius. And it's kind of interesting because you are being shown a huge block here in order for it to be cleared, because the universe wants you to clear this to move into the 2022. So this Nine of Wands can be where you're getting just really tired and frustrated. There could be a little bit of conflict. This is where you could be having little spats and arguments with people, or you're just feeling a bit out of sorts as well. You need to replenish and take a break and come back to you and start getting excited about something again and start feeling like you can sink your teeth into something. And it really is not wanting to feel held back. And I feel like it's very much strongly that square we were talking about between Saturn, the old, which it represents old and also represents responsibility and having to do things right and hard work, plus Uranus, which is liberation, freedom. And it's really trying to find that balance. And I think Saturn is just kind of going, and Saturn rules Capricorn as well. So it's this energy of really wanting to kind of squash a little bit of your spirit here, Aquarius. And so this is where you kind of really need to push up against it and really fight it. And so you're presenting as the Queen of Swords, which is actually really good because you're not letting, with this devil energy, even though there's something really solid that's blocking you, you're not scared of it. It's like you're not necessarily going to let fear, and you've got the devil here, which can represent fear. You've got a very clear head. Inside your mind, I think you know that things need to shift and change and it needs to happen. Okay, so that's where I do feel like this thing that's blocking you feels like it's outside of you. It doesn't feel like it's part of you, and it feels like some kind of obligation or responsibility, like we said. But this Queen of Swords, it's clear inside your mind. Your head's above those clouds of fear and doubt. And with the devil coming in super strong here, this is where It's like, and we've got all these king energies. It's like having to deal with external things, because internally, I think that you're all good. You got the Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Internally, you've got given yourself permission, the go ahead. And it's just like the universe, the outside world, the material reality hasn't quite caught up yet to that. And so we have, as the energy surrounding you, the Lovers card. So there is a choice to step. There are choices here, even though it might not feel like there's a choice. Now, this also could represent someone around you, like a soulmate energy. Then this person could be the stuck in the mud kind of energy that's stopping you from wanting to do this as well. So it could be a partner or something to do with work, or someone else is kind of blocking you with this. But the Lover's energy is saying, even though it feels like you're stuck, you do have the choice and you can move into that if you want to. Hopes and fears, we've got the Six of Pentacles. So this is where you're wanting a little bit more of everything. You know, you're wanting, this is where gifts of money could be coming, or gifts of service, or you might be asked to more of you. Like maybe you're wanting to give more. Maybe you're like, you know, I can do more in my job. I can do more with this house. I could do more. So it brings in balance on a resource level where it feels like, you know, things are at a bit of a crossroads, at a bit of a standstill at this moment. So it may be that you're in a bit of a comfort zone with something, but you're kind of like, well, no, I can do more with this, or I can go more places. There's so much more out there for me, and I can feel it calling me. And so the outcome, we've got the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. And this is where I feel like you're really releasing a burden to be a provider, or to have some kind of financial responsibility here. And so, yeah, I feel like it's just become very much like with the Ten of Wands, it's time to let something go that it's like, why? You might be questioning why. Why am I doing this? Is it bringing me the happiness and fulfillment that I'm wanting? Because it's kind of feeling like it doesn't feel like that. It feels stuck. So this is where I feel like you are actually, with this and the King of Swords, you get all these kings together, these king energies, and it's not gender specific. It's just a divine masculine energy. It can represent people around you, absolutely can. But these cards together, you know, the Scorpio, the Taurus and the Aquarius, get those minds together and they can come up with some sort of brilliant strategy for getting you out of this situation, a different way of either making money. I feel like a lot of it is to do with home as well. So different way to be maybe getting a little bit more money around the home, or to be doing something different with your living and housing situation. So, you know, it does, or, you know, it can be related to career as well, with the King of Pentacles does represent business. But I do feel like there's a sense of there's understanding there's no point in doing something the same way if it's feeling like a bit of a daily grind, if you've lost your enjoyment of it, that there's a sense that there's another way and there's a solution here. And with all these great energies of these three kings here, you can definitely come up with that solution. So we've got, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Devil energy, and this is, as we were mentioning, another Capricorn energy. Chook's going off about something. But the Devil energy is interesting because we've put that up with I'm just going to hold these two cards up together. The Devil energy and the Lovers card. You can see the Lovers card is about a choice. And the Devil energy is where perhaps that choice kind of went a bit south, and it's kind of like it went wrong, or maybe it wasn't the best choice, or maybe you're stuck with that choice. You promised something and said you'd do something, and now you're kind of obligated and stuck with it. So this is where the universe is saying around you, you've got the power of choice. And maybe that choice has got a bit of a bitter taste because of what happened with this energy of the Devil, of going down some sort of path and agreeing to something, or choosing something or someone or a situation that kind of now doesn't feel so good. So it's saying you got a second chance at choosing again. Choose again. And yeah, it's not as stuck as it may feel with some of the energies around you, and the answer actually lies inside your mind. The answer lies in your thoughts and your clever strategy. So the answer lies in who you are. So this is where you're kind of working your way out of a puzzle by your sheer genius and cleverness and your sheer intellect. And everybody's got their different strengths. Some of us are really good at school and some of us aren't. But other people are really creative, or someone else is really pragmatic. And so it's just work to your strengths here, Aquarius, and find your way out. You're digging your way out of this hole here. And yeah, I think there is money around. That's the thing. There's money with this King of Pentacles. So there is, you've just got to work out how to mine that and get to that, get that deal happening. So yeah, it's saying there's opportunity around you. It may feel like it's blocked for whatever reason. It says, I balance my masculine and feminine sides. So that's really great because we've got the King and Queen of Swords here, your element. We balance these two. That's it. Bingo. You've got the answer. So, the Queen is the internal energy of, what it is that you're resolved to do, what it is that you want to be doing. The King is like, okay, now I'm going to take action on that. So you balance those two sides, and definitely I feel like you're working on your masculine energy because the feminine feels good, but all these Kings coming out is saying there's something that they want you to take action with. And with the Devil energy, it's feeling really stuck. It's like we said. So yeah, it's listen to what that is. It says, I balance my masculine and feminine. The masculine and feminine parts of me are in perfect balance and harmony. I am at peace and all is well. So yeah, really listen to those messages that you're getting, because sometimes, we've got ideas and we think, I want to do that. And then it's like, oh, I can't do it. But then the universe is saying, why not? You are being called into action here, and it's something that you actually have thought up yourself and want to do yourself. So what's holding you back? So let's pull a charm. And we have the Tower. Beautiful. The beautiful Tower. And it's kind of interesting because there's a couple of things here. The Tower can represent the Tower card. The Tower card is very Uranian. It's kind of actually reminds me a lot of Aquarius in that it could be these brilliant flashes of insight. Something built on a foundation that hasn't been good, and we're seeing the foundations here with the Pentacle of the 2 4s. Something that hasn't been built on good foundations is being kind of blown apart, and expect the unexpected with that. It's time to look at the foundations of something. This is something that you're wanting to build in terms of, is this going to be a legacy? Is this going to be something that's going to sustain you for a long time and guide you and guide other people as well? So this Tower energy really needs to be built on those good foundations. Otherwise, the Tower will topple and fall. And this is, even though this might be you're ready to do this hard work at this time, it really is this sense of you want to be knowing now when you're at this stage that these Tower, I'm being shown that you're at the bottom tier, the legs, building the legs of the Tower. And if that isn't right, then you're not going to want to go forward. So I feel like there's something that you kind of need to, there's a new way of doing this. There's a new way of you are building something really amazing here, but you don't want to get stuck on just first base. You want to complete the Tower. You want to complete what it is that you're trying to build and create. And so it's looking at how do you get to the next stage? How do you get to the next level? And really a frank assessment of what those foundations are that you're building here, whether this is something to do with your career or whether this is something to do with your home, quite literally could be related to foundations, or whether this is to do with relationships that you are building here. So I feel that this is actually a really, really positive energy, because it's actually, you wouldn't want to have this assessment after you've built the Tower and go, oh, oopsie, I made a mistake back there. I should have done that differently. No, you want to be doing it, looking at it now and being given the messages that to look at some of the choices that have been made and working out whether they are the right ones. So this is where I think this is actually the universe is giving you a little bit of, like, it's actually an opportunity here to be able to move beyond something and to be able to, however this applies to you in life. And with the Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords, this could be quite literally wanting to move and set up new foundations somewhere, and definitely moving beyond an energy of feeling really, really stuck here, Aquarius. So that's the reading, and I actually feel like it's really positive, in this sense of the answers are here. And we're going to look at that a little bit more in the extended, because we're going to look at what's coming in the near future, what's coming in the future beyond. Where is this going? Because I think this King of Pentacles holds a lot of the key. There is energy around with money, and it's tapping into that and working out how that can work. So the King of Pentacles is a Taurus, so it could be representing a Taurus coming in. King of Pentacles can represent banks as well, so it could be some kind of financing that comes through. But I do feel like it's something new, that a new way of doing it. And I also feel like, just if it's got nothing to do with that, this could also be related to you and your your health, because the King of Pentacles represents body. It represents relationship to body and the food that you're eating as well. So that can also be something that's coming through here. And the Devil energy can represent, indulgences or things where you're feeling you're eating the wrong food or going down the wrong path with that somehow. So it can be that as well. It doesn't have to necessarily be for all of you. But what I get for some of you physically is this is to do with your legs and even symbolically is to do with your legs. And so this is where you want to be standing on your own 2 feet and you want to be able to move forward. So you want those legs to be feeling strong, taking those next steps forward. So ultimately, this is strengthening the foundations at this moment in time in your life, and you've got the opportunity to do that. So we're going to look at that in the extended reading. Like I said, we're going to see where this is going, what sort of answers and solutions are around, what's happening in the future beyond with this, and probably be taking you into 2022. So again, if you're interested in that on a broader sense and a bigger sense, that 2022 yearly reading is out, and the link for that is in the description box below. But we're also, within the extended reading, we're going to look at career, money, love and relationships and focus in on those 3 areas, as well as ask any other intuitive messages that you need to hear. So let's see where this is going, Aquarius, because this feels like an energy that you're not used to. It feels a lot heavier, and it's kind of like this very grounded energy that, even though it's kind of, I want to take this on and really, have a go at sorting this out, it's not your usual energy that you'd be dealing with. So I do feel like you might need to be calling in some people or some experts or other people to help and guide you through this as well, if this is not aspects of yourself. So I think that this is positive energy, and we're going to look at it further in the extended. So the link for that is in the description box below. Anyway, take care, Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you the most lovely festive season, holiday season, and I wish you an absolutely gorgeous 2022 with all the blessings, love, and all the happiness and success that you deserve. So thank you so much for joining me, and look forward to seeing you next time.